Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm still trying to learn and get this down pat in making my videos. So, yeah, Lisa's at church right now, and I'm at home. Mother had a fall a couple days ago, so it was kind of scary, but she didn't get hurt. And then I had a migraine attack, so I was literally in the bed for like a day and a half, and I've been having some issues. Like this morning, I woke up and I had a headache of some sort. But I promised myself to get up and try and to, you know, reach my goals and my dreams and to open my heart and my mind and my soul up for the potential of the blessings that my channel could, you know, give me and the people in my life. And I was suggested by someone that I respect on YouTube to ask anybody else, do you have you ever had an elderly parent that you took care of, or maybe somebody that was sick or had disabilities or anything? Um, you know, it takes a lot of compassionate kindness and everything. And mommy really feels sick lately. She's real anemic, and when she fell, I got extremely stressed out and overwhelmed, and I was like, God, I just don't know. Please give me the strength to endure, and give mommy the strength to endure these hard times, because it is. It's tough, but she's got us, and I'm just really particular, and I have to stay on her like a pit bull daughter. I'm like, mommy, you can't go outside when we're not here. So it kind of puts a damper on things that I want to do, because I've been sick also, and I don't like to talk about it, but my sister Sarah has HEDS, hyper Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and she has POTS and something else. So my sister Sarah suffers from migraines also. And the other day, Ruby, our kitty, our little female kitten, well, she's 10 months old, so she's a cat now. She climbed up about 60 foot into a tree, and I could hear her crying, but I didn't realize where she was coming from. So she was up in the tree, and I was standing outside looking up, directly up, with my head bent completely backward, staring at her, encouraging her, coaxing her down, like, come down, Ruby, come on, baby, you could do it. Well, she finally got down, and when she did get down, I grabbed her and held her in my arms, right? And I was like, it's okay, you're all right, sweetie, it's all right, because she was really high up. That's the highest I've ever seen any of the cats. And it was just in a tree right on the edge of mom and dad's property out here by the woods. So I'm thinking maybe a dog. There is a little Pomeranian dog and a gray cat may have chased her up the tree. I don't know. But as soon as I got her down, I got really, really dizzy. I went inside. I got very, very sick at my stomach. And I had to lay down the rest of the day, and I started having a migraine. So I was just asking if anybody want to leave a comment, if you have ever experienced, anybody taking care of an elderly parent, or maybe a disabled family member, or you're a caregiver, or that you also may suffer from sickness, and I've been going to doctors for the past year and a half trying to get a diagnosis, and it's been kind of hard. But I listened to my sister Sarah, and she's allergic to a lot of things that she eats, so I'm trying to learn from her. But yeah, mom got through the fall, and nothing was broken, and I was right there. Actually, I was coming out of my bedroom, and I had her a blue nightgown, teddy bear nightgown that I got her and ordered for her. And so, yeah, but she fell right here in the laundry room and pulled the shelf on top of her, and even the glass, cookie jar fell. So thank God she didn't get hurt. I seen my dad fall one time when I was taking care of him, because he was running for mom, and he had to get in there to mom, and he was running, and when he fell, and hit the floor, and he almost hit the bathtub with his head, but he didn't, and that was kind of scary, but it didn't hurt him, he got back up. But Mom's got to be more careful, and we're not there yet with in-home health nursing. I think it's a good idea. I'm praying that we will, me and Lisa will have that extra help, because it is a struggle for, basic needs and everything. And I don't want to disrespect my mother for talking about anything, too private. Yeah, so we just take it one day at a time around here. Highly favored and blessed. Oh, to be alive. Thank you, God, that it's springtime and I'm enjoying the last bit of the spring. But I promised myself to get on here and try, So I'm learning bit by bit. So I pray that everybody is patient with me with my channel as it grows. And just know that I kind of just started, all of a sudden I just had it in my heart. And I'm like, okay, it's now or never, Charity. A closed mouth doesn't get fed, right? Which I've been interested in this for a long time, so I'm kind of excited. And I think it's probably destiny that I decided to do it. And I'm enjoying it more and more and getting more comfortable with the process and feeling more confident. I finally figured it out how to do the I've had this Chromebook for a little while, and I finally got on here and figured it out and took the time to make the videos on my Chromebook, so that's cool. Yeah, and me and my sister were cleaning out the guinea pig cage, and we've been doing things around the house, like Lisa likes to garden and, get around the house, and we've just been working on the shrubbery and the trees, and the church men came and cut down a bunch of trees and trimmed them back for us, which that was good. So yeah, but trying to get through having migraine headaches and everything and feeling weak. They said I also might have diabetes. And there's a couple other things, but I don't want to just go on and on about that. So if there's anybody out there that may suffer from autoimmune disease or may have diabetes or anything, just leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as possible. I'm very interested in my subscribers. I'd like to, read your comments and try to answer you back as soon as possible. Just know that I have been sick, and it comes and goes with whatever's going on with me. Some days I'm absolutely fine. Some days I'm in the bed, and, having to take care of mother that is really sick also is kind of tough. But I just know the Lord is with us, and God is strengthening us through all this, and we're going to make it. We're going to pull through. Yep, and we had a great Mother's Day, and then my sister's birthday was wonderful, and then all of a sudden Mom had a fall, and, I had migraine headaches, and then you get better again, right? So that's life, right? Ups and down, the ups and downs of life, right? It never just stays just so. And I've got this ring on my right hand. I thought it was on my left hand because I'm not married. I probably should be by now, but right now the most important thing is taking care of my mom, in the house and everything, and that is what I'm doing, and keeping a good relationship with my children, hopefully, and reaching out to them, my nieces and nephews, my great nieces and nephews. Well, actually, Sarah brought the grandkids over the other day, but I don't put them on there because that's personal, and that is, that's private. So unless Sarah or one of the kids, one of my nieces or nephews said, yeah, Charity, I'd like to make a video, it's okay, then that's not okay. Because you have to respect everybody's boundaries, right? And I don't want to upset anybody, and I'm protective. It's okay for me to do my videos, and talk about whatever, but I try to keep it just first name basis and all that. Yeah, I don't mind people knowing who I am. I'm like, hopefully there's nobody out there that would be out to, get me. I hope not. I just pray for peace and protection, because I know that God's got me protected, and I just trust that the Lord's, gonna continue to bless us and bless us with holy angels, mighty angels that keep us safe. I believe in angels. I really do. I believe that some people say, oh, well, they're, ascended spirits or whatever. They're celestial beings. But I really saw my dad's mother before, and she didn't have wings, but she came out of the wall, and she was the most beautiful celestial angel I ever saw, because I've never seen anything like it. And she came at a very important time to give me comfort and tell me that everything was going to be all right, Charity, and that my mom and dad were going to be back, and I was safe and sound. So yeah. And then always a shout out to my boys, Skylan and Elijah. I love you so, so much, and so proud of the both of you. And I'm so glad that you're doing so well, and I'm so blessed to have a granddaughter in this world. And all my nieces and nephews and all the babies in our family, and Rihanna's baby, they're all healthy and happy. So actually, I'm predicting that my nephew Chandler and his wife Shelby are going to have a girl. Or twins, because she's a twin. So we're going to see. The last three or four births that I've predicted in the family of children, I knew that my son Skylan would have a girl. I knew that Caitlin was pregnant with a girl with her daughter Emmy. I knew that she was pregnant with a boy when she had Johnsy. I knew Rihanna was going to have a boy. So my prediction is, and I may be wrong, but Aunt Charity's prediction is that Shelby and Chandler have a girl or twins, because she's a twin, and they're so beautiful. And I didn't get to go to the wedding because we had a septic tank bust, and we had to take care of that, and that cost quite a bit of money, and I was stressed out, ended up in the hospital for migraines. Migraines are a serious thing, and I've never had a migraine before, and they're really tough to go through, But whatever it is, I know that by eating healthy and most definitely eating better and eating healthy foods, fruits and vegetables and things like that, staying hydrated, not doing too much caffeine or anything like that, is very important, because I can go from feeling absolutely fine to crashing and barely getting out of the bed and just feel so sick. But anyway, I don't want to talk about sickness. I know God's going to heal me, and I'm going to do fine. I have to get to these doctor's appointments, so I'm praying that the Lord provides transportation, because I really need to get to the neurologist and the rheumatoid arthritis specialist, which I didn't get to go to my cardiologist the other week, and that was difficult. I mean, I had it all planned. It wasn't because I wasn't prepared. It's because of transportation issues, and at the last moment, Scats canceled on me because they had car trouble. And I understand, because you have to take life on life's terms, right? But it's just a peaceful day here at the house, waiting on Mother to get up. I need to get milk, eggs, and bread. So today, probably we'll just have oatmeal. But I'm always here for Mom. I come in there and I get her ice water, which I'm going to do this little video, and that's where I'll be. I'll be in there getting Mom's ice water and everything. And Lisa's at church, and she finally did a video with me with the guinea pigs, and I was like, that's so cool, right? Because I want my family to be a part of it. I want my big sister, because, if I succeed, that's who I'm succeeding for, right? I created this to help me and them, I didn't just create it because it was kind of like, do or die. Say something or forever hold your peace, Charity. Speak your mind. All these years I've had a Facebook and all this, and supposedly all these people know me and everything, and I was like, well, who are you really, And I decided to open up and to not be ashamed and speak my mind. Life has not always been easy for me. It's been kind of tough, actually. But you have to have faith. You have to have endurance. And I try to have an attitude of gratitude. And I don't do it perfectly. I got very depressed the other day and was out in the woods. I'm like, God, something's got to give. I'm so tired of feeling stuck in my life, right? Like I'm 45, I just want to go swimming. Why is that so hard? You know, I need to be out doing activities and things, and I miss that the most sometimes with being sick and taking care of mom. And that's very important, but there has to be an even balance of being at home and taking care of mom and also having my own freedom and independence because it's very important, right? Yeah. This old house is just quiet, very quiet in the morning. I don't know where the cats are. And I'm sorry, some people might be confused about what my YouTube channel is about. It's just personally about me as a human being. And I know that it's kind of sporadic and I don't have planned times to make videos and everything. But I'm trying, and it's all relevant. My cats and everything. My cats are the ones that keep me happy. They give me something to do. Yeah, and they're fun, and yeah, they really do. When Skyline and Elijah left a year and a half ago, I got very sick. I got COVID. I got strep throat. They said I had mono in my blood. They said I had lupus. I was extremely, extremely sick. I had a sore throat for like 7 months, and I just kept going to the doctor and everything. But my cat saved me from depression, and I finally came out of it. I came out of it right before I found out my son graduated the Marine Corps. So that was really cool, but it was unexpected because I've never really been sick. I've had stomach issues. I've had fatigue, but I've never had hyper Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, or it may be lupus. So be patient with me. Yeah. And I try to talk about, I just decided today, I'm like, all right, Lisa got fixed up. She's at church, Charity. Just get up and fix up and get on your YouTube channel and make a video. And yeah, I do sing and I have cats, so I'm just trying this. I've watched YouTube for years and years and years. I've watched all kinds of creators of all different, there's something for everybody on there. And I'll get better as the days go by and learn how to do thumbnails and learn how to do, put wording in and put the text in and say certain things. So right now I'm just working on looking decent enough to make a video. Yeah. And I was watching this guy the other night that seems to be, I don't know. I don't want to say anything. I hope he moved on. He did have a problem with me. And he was just very, I don't know. I would say a bully. Of what I'd say, he is a bully towards women. But I think he finally moved on and realized that he's way too young for me, and there's no way that I'm going to be in a relationship with a guy that wants to control me or boss me around or be mean to me and everything. I don't care if they have a lot of money or good looking. It's really not worth it. I'm a grandmother now. I may look young, but I can't take fighting and arguing at all anymore. I don't want it with my family. I am so over it, God. I just want a life of peace, and I want to be free, and I want to live without ever being abusive or mean to anybody or my family, and that no one is that way to me. Because I had 3 serious relationships, and one lasted 17 years. He was an alcoholic, and I'm not saying I did my stuff too. Don't get me wrong. I have a temper. I do. That's why I choose to stay sober, because I'm like, I am able to be self-controlled. I don't do things that I'm not supposed to do. I don't go out. I don't want to. I'm very serious about my life, and I just want a simple life. I want to be safe. I want to be happy. One day I would like to be able to go to Florida again. Yeah, but I'm humble, right? A humble servant of the Lord, and I've been serving people all my life, really. Never really got paid for it, But one day, hopefully, if God, God is willing to help us. Been a little bit hard, and we do need a better vehicle. And that's one of the reasons why I got the inspiration. It's like, Charity, just do it, and just God's will be done, right? Yeah, God's always got us, and God's always been good to us. But when my father was alive, he was a car salesman. He worked at Arnold Air Force Base for 19 years, but he was also a car salesman here in Tennessee, where we live. And so he sold cars to people for all over the place. My dad, James, and James R. is what they called him. Yep. And so sometimes it's difficult, right? Being a stay-at-home mom on a fixed income and not being able to, have that, have the money just to, we need a car, we can go get one, right? But the septic tank busted, and if it didn't have busted, if it wouldn't have had busted, we would have been able to afford whatever. So anyway, so maybe, and even if I never do, I'm glad that I started this YouTube channel just because I wanted to. There's Rosie. Hey, baby, come here. There's her. Come here, kitty, 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 kitty. Come here, Rosalie. Rosalie, come here, baby. Come here, kitty, kitty, kitty. Come on. Come up here and see, good girl. Come here and see Mom. Come here, Rose. Hold on. Come here, Rosie. So, yep. Hey. Oh, Missy. Sit still for a second. Hey, sit still. There's Rosie. She's kind of feral. Come here. What are you doing, baby? Brrr. I make little purr noises too. Brrr. Pretty girl. But I am the mysterious birth mom, and I tell Skylin all the time, I'm like, I'm going to make videos, and Skylin and Elijah, I am your birth mother. Luke Skywalker. How, you're going to know my name, So, yeah, I birthed those kids. I love them with all my heart. They're the loves of my life are Skylin and Elijah. And I fought very, very hard for them to know who I am and to keep a good reputation. And that I'm on good terms with them, and I never want to lose that trust. Because it takes a long time as a birth mother to patiently earn somebody's trust with love and patience and kindness, and just just to be there and to gain and to build a bridge. And also leave a comment if there's anybody that's ever been adopted. Like, I would like to know what your feelings were towards your birth mother or birth family. That's another reason why I made this video. It's very important because a lot of people were adopted, and they don't ever get to meet their birth mother or father or family. So I've worked really hard trying to put the pieces together. And last night I had a dream of Granddad and Uncle Aaron, which my brother's dead. But we were all at Granddad's house playing around. Yeah, so it's very important. But yeah, please leave a comment because that's very important also. If anybody's ever been adopted, what was your experience? What was your experience with your adopted family? What was your experience? What do you think about, your birth family, your birth mother? Did you ever get to meet her? I have a friend named Tyler here in Tennessee, and he just lost his adopted mom. My prayer, my heart goes out to him because he's such a sweetheart, and he's done so good. It turned his life around. And I'm so proud of him. So just so happen if Tyler or anybody else that's been adopted or going through anything, just know that God's with us, and the Lord, it will, soften our hearts and keep us safe, and we're going to be okay. So just hold tight, okay? Very important. I get sad, lonely too, right? I get depressed. The other day I got so depressed, I was in the woods crying. I was like, Lord God, sometimes life is just hard, right? And we all just want to be with the Lord one day, and one day we will. And just like Tyler's mother, she's free from sickness. Like my mom, she's free from being disabled and tired all the time and hurting and pain and suffering. And I listen to my mom in pain all day long. And it can be depressing. It can be hard. It's heavy, you know. But actually, y'all, I'm fixing to give this a couple more minutes maybe, and I have to get in there to check on Mom and get her water and everything and make her bed and get breakfast started for Mommy. Yeah. So, but make sure you tell your family that you love them. And if anybody ever was searching for their birth mom, I'm not no one's birth mother but my two sons, right? But I love them with all my heart. So if you've ever wondered the story or what a birth mother thinks, well, at least some of them, I never forgot. I never gave up. I did it to save our lives. I did it to save my kids, and that's the truth. I'll elaborate on that story at another time, but I have to be very cautious and careful of what I say and everything, because I don't want to, I don't want to hurt my boys in any kind of way. And I think they understand, they know, but there were some really bad tragedies that hit. Life got really, really hard and dangerous. So I did something to save both of us. Like Moses, little baby Moses. His mom put him in a basket, and he got adopted by the Pharaoh. That's why I love the scriptures. It says we're all adopted into the family of God. Amen. And my faith in God has kept me going the straight and narrow. But I tell you, to live a straight and narrow life, when I adopted my sons out, I got right with the Lord. And I put those little boys' pictures in front of me. And I knew that if I stayed on the right path, I would see them again. I knew I'd see them. And that was what drove my mother heart to keep on going, because I knew that if I didn't, I wouldn't see them again. And to me, that was unacceptable. I am stubborn, so I am stubborn about certain things. But hopefully I'll do more videos with Lisa. I'm getting used to this. So God bless everybody. Everybody have a wonderful Sunday. Yeah, from our house and our heart to y'all's. God bless you. And sending peace, love, and light out. I'm always doing this. That's my Native American thing. God bless y'all. I'll see y'all next time. Have a blessed day. See you later. Bye.